All right, you're off to breakfast?
Yeah. By myself.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Today we're gonna check out someplace absolutely amazing. I've been wanting to go to this place for a couple of years now, so I'm so excited to go. About a half-hour north of Israel's southernmost city, Eilat, is a park of geological wonders in the Negev Desert. It's also the site of ancient copper mines, the world's very first copper mine to be exact. Here, the beauty of the desert is on full display. Mesmerized by the desert landscape and surrounding mountains, we drove up the path to the entrance of Timna Park, making a quick pit stop at the visitor center. And here at the visitor center is where we met Anna?
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're at the huge desert park called Timna Park, and it's the size of the whole Tel Aviv city. So you're gonna drive around through all of the sites.
So we're gonna make a couple of stops.
More than a couple. You're gonna spend here around 3 hours now.
Rocks with large crystals. Did you see this? The Timna Visitor Center had a small rock museum. Then we walked across the plaza to watch a movie about the geology of the region.
The spot for you.
Cool.
המגמה מבעבעת, רוכשת חיים מלפני מאות מיליוני שנים.
After the movie, we ventured onto the park to see the rocks for ourselves. Timna Park is a large, mostly paved loop with so-called tourist stopping points along the way. First stop, the spiral, a geological shape in the desert created through natural erosion and sedimentation patterns. We stopped to take a picture and continued along the path. All right, we're gonna go check out some engravings. Ancient engravings. These were replicas. To see the real carvings, we had to climb up this hill. It was a little difficult to see though, but the kids enjoyed the climbing and jumping and hiking part. It was really cool to see how the elements had shaped the soft desert rocks over millions of years, like we learned about at the Visitor Center Rock Museum. On this rock, there were layers of sediment that had accumulated and eroded over time. And then we arrived at our next stop in the desert.
I can kind of see an arch from here, sort of Keshet shaped, if you will.
Do you like that it's like drive and stop, drive and stop?
It's a little funny because the roads are sort of rocky and dirty, but I'm having a good time. The scenery is gorgeous.
We walked the flat terrain until we arrived at a beautiful arch-like structure of soft rock jutting out of the desert sand. After taking a moment to admire it from afar, we started climbing upwards. More pictures, and take an up-close look at these incredible waves in the rock. After climbing up and through the arch, we then started our descent down to the other side.
Going in the cave is so cool.
Walking down crazy desert steps in the rock. We're in the middle of the desert. It's like 95 degrees out here. My family didn't want to climb the rest of the mountain, but I made a deal with them that we could cut this part of the hike if they agreed to take some photos with me. That was really hard, especially climbing down that ladder, but it's not terrible. My 7-year-old son and my 84-year-old dad did it, so proud of my whole family, especially them.
זה ישראל הקדומה, לפני 10,000 שנה.
Yeah.
Yeah. ככה זה נראה. כשמשה הוציא אותנו ממצרים, עברנו דרך כאן.
ככה זה נראה.
לארץ הנבחרת שלנו.
Wow, באמת. This behind us is called the Mushroom. It is a very famous landmark here in Timna Park. It's like a natural landmark. You can see it's so beautiful. No, we need a family picture.
and there are a lot of people here, but we somehow managed to get a picture with us with no other tourists in it, which is so cool, because look at all the people here. You're giving me happy shoes?
Yeah.
You too?
No,
Happy shoes. They want to go home, but we have one more stop. No, 2 more stops. I know you're hot. The desert is making you hot and tired. I know. איך אתה מרגיש? How do you feel, Saba? How do you feel?
Okay, very good.
He feels good. Saba feels good.
Good.
Saba's happy.
Yeah.
Hey, Geffin's happy. Is Axel happy?
After the mushroom, we drove to a rock formation known as Solomon's Pillars in Timna Park in the Negev Desert.
Okay, I'm going to read the sign to tell you about this rock formation. The pillars were formed by rain that penetrated into fissures in the sandstone, gradually widening them and eventually leaving the pillars detached. The sandstone was formed over 500 million years ago and covers an older, dark, igneous rock. The seam line between these 2 types of rock can be seen at the bottom of the right pillar. I guess that's right. Here? Oh, wow, yeah. This formation got its name because of a mistaken early theory that the ancient mines were part of King Solomon's activities in the region. So, wow, it took 500 million years ago. I guess this was one piece of rock. And over 500 million years, it formed these cracks in the rock. That's fascinating.
Solomon's Pillars were majestic and incredible looking, but the coolest part is that as you walked closer, we could walk inside and climb the rock.
Wow. Look at this. This is amazing. This is so beautiful.
Now, there was one additional stop we were going to make that involved filling bottles with colored sands, but the kids were just so hot and tired, we had to call it a day here. And then the battery in my camera and my phone died. Timna Park was amazing and perhaps worth coming back to check out the stops that we missed. But anyway, if you're ever in Israel near Eilat, it's definitely worth a visit.
Over here, we find a YouTuber in her natural environment.